All right, these are tropical switches. Tropical switches. No, why did you turn off? There we go. Tropical switches, dude. All right. PLA75 with the, I guess there's no choice. You have to be using the gaskets inside. With nice PBT sugar plum from Canyon Keys. Let us see. I ended up getting it, so I caved. All right, let's see what this sounds like. I like this. Anyways, look at this. This is crocheted. This is crocheted, guys. All right. Does it have maple syrup? No, but look how cool it is. It's crocheted. Oh, Manoli, thank you so much. But yeah, it turned out so nice. So they threw this in with the keyboard, which was really cool of them. But I think they sell these as well, and they're honestly not expensive. Okay. So this is the PLA75. So, obviously, a little different from what we normally do. However, I promise you guys, this will be a very, very RGB-filled board today. So, it's a gasket-mounted PLA board. So the material is a little different. But I guarantee you guys, this is going to be very, very interesting today. Also, guys, well, we don't actually need to open this up. So I just need to... Oh, they also sent a red top for this. So they do have tons of different colors. I'll link you guys the website, but if you guys type in literally PLA75, you guys will see it. It's a type of material. I'm actually not too familiar with the properties of it. This is my first time doing something like this. And it came with an FR4 plate. And these are actually in stock now. There we go. So we're going to see what this sounds like tonight. We're going to see what this sounds like tonight. There's a bunch of colors. I got translucent and a red top. So we're going to use an FR4 plate, as well as cut some cord gasketing material. We are not going to use the red top today. Maybe I'll swap it out later, but I want RGB tonight. Then we got our PC. And actually, those little sleeves aren't that expensive either. All right, FR4 plate. This is a personal build. It was sent to me. Do a little bit of exploring with it, but it is going to be personal. And there we go. All right, let's take a look. What was I going to do? Stabs. We need stabs. We're going to start off with our stabilizers. We're going to use some clear stabs today. So let us get that. And I believe this is both 7U and 6.5, or is it just 6.25? Should be both. Should be both. Also, guys, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I made a tweet this morning about letting people like what they want to like. Do you guys want to know why I made that tweet? I'm going to tell you guys anyways. I don't know why I'm asking you. Let me tell you guys why I made that tweet. Because I had a kid come to me today. Poor kid. He's like 15, 16 years old. I'm not going to name names. He came to me and he was super upset. And he told me, Alex, I finally built my board. He waited a whole bunch of time for all the parts. His dad helped him build it. Followed some lube guides online, some stuff online, try to make it sound good. He did it, guys, and he posted it on, I don't know if it was a Discord. He didn't want to tell me much details. He posted it somewhere, and people were making fun of him. And people were telling him, you know, comments like yikes and like hollow or ping, ew, you know, stuff like that. I don't remember. I'm not going to tell you guys the specs in case it, you know, he posted it somewhere and you guys can look it up. The thing is, he was proud of what he did. It was his first keyboard. And it wasn't like he asked for critique. He just posted it as like a proud to say this is my first build type thing. You know, maybe not those exact words. I know you guys are pretty good for it. It's just so shady to me. And it like literally broke my heart this morning, knowing that in his, let me finish the rest of this. He told me this. I said, hey, let's not worry about that. It's your first build. I think it looks awesome. And he recorded it with his phone. That's maybe why the sound quality wasn't good. But I said, hey, this sounds pretty fun. I'm glad you're enjoying the keyboard hobby. You should definitely post it in my server. Maybe you can get some people who respect what you did. And he actually said he doesn't think he wants to do this anymore. And it literally like broke my heart, because it sucks that someone who is young, who bought their first board, it's not considered like a super high-end board or whatever you guys want, like not you guys, but whatever people want to call it. It sucks that someone had to go through that experience, who's young especially, had to go through something so negative. And it sucks that there's just constantly this pressure of like, hollow's bad and this is not good. I know those things are like the general consensus, but some people actually like certain sound profiles. So things that like that, where it's completely preference and opinion, while you might be in a majority, we should never judge someone for what they like. Just like we don't know why they had to buy something cheaper or beginner, because here's the secret, and I'm going to tell you guys a little secret on life. We don't know anyone's story. We don't know anyone's, how they got to how they are in life. He was a younger kid. He didn't disclose that. 16, 15, whatever it was. And obviously he's not going to go and buy a $1,000 keyboard. You know? And there's other people who can't afford bigger keyboards, like more expensive ones. So I don't know. It just like, it killed me inside, and I got kind of annoyed. Like, in stress, I don't know. It didn't add to my stress at all, but I was just annoyed. And it just sucks that we keep seeing people, I don't know, wanting to buy things, but then we have this like, this is why I was, you know, like, we're joking around about like sounds woody and stuff, because like I don't want, at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter how it sounds. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it. Sound is so preference based, like it's so subjective, that how can I personally critique sound speaking for everyone? I literally can't. The most I can do is speak on preference of sound for myself. You know, that's all I can actually ever talk about. So with that being said, appreciate you guys constantly with the positivity here. Okay, let me get switches. So we're using tropical switches today from balsa supply. I lubed these up with GS2, filmed them. So little tropical switches. If it wants to focus. Little tropical switches. Forbidden candy, they do look good, right? There's a lot of wood. Yeah, I mean, they're cool looking switches for sure. I actually quite like the way they look. I thought they were really cool looking. They're a JWK variant. I believe they're literally just recolors. I don't think there's anything inherently special about these other than them being recolors. I'm pretty positive from what I remember. Ooh. Actually, ooh. Okay. Okay. Now this is not going to be the permanent home of this set. I just wanted to use it. I don't think this looks like amethyst. Interesting. So this is PBT. The legends actually look really good. What do you guys think? This is called Nice PBT Sugar Plum. No, this does not look like Tuesday. We're gonna see if there's warpage. I'm hoping not, because warping sucks. Thick Legends, I'll be honest, I kind of dig it though. I kind of dig the Thick Legends. There's a keycap puller in here? What? This came with a keycap puller? It's kind of pog. Yeah, there's like the Canon Keys logo and stuff. No, Philippe, we gotta believe, dude. Tart, I'm gonna show you right now, actually. So, Tart, if you ever, this is a thing that Tart had asked me. Tart asked, is there a way? Well, he had asked me, basically, he wanted to commission me removing his spacebar stab, or just, I think, one of the modded stabs, and say, is there a way to mod the stabilizers? Or he wanted to just desolder one just to mod a stabilizer. However, here's the thing you can do. If you have dielectric grease, so I'm going to show you the one way that is probably more viable for a lot of people. If you have dielectric grease, then I'm going to show you guys on the stab that I've not already installed. If you have dielectric grease, grab yourself a paintbrush. I'll grab this guy. Probably a thicker paintbrush works a little better. Grab some dielectric grease. You can smother it on pretty thick. Okay? You can smother it on pretty thick. What you're going to do, you're going to lift opposite side of the wire. Okay, please camera. Okay. Now that you're opposite side of the wire, okay, it's really hard to do in my hands like this. You're going to put down the lube and stuff the butt. All right, you're going to stuff this side here with lube. Alternatively, the easier way is to get a syringe with 205G0 and fill it in. Once you're done stuffing that side, you can also put a little bit through the front, if you'd like, where the wire gets inserted there. So you plug the front end as well. All right, so you can do that, and then you can also lube a little bit of where the wire contacts the L. But you can stuff it, or essentially even use a syringe and not have to really... Again, this is a quick fix. This is not like a... This will solve all your problems. But you can... Like, actually, I think I did it. I helped someone recently, and we did the exact same thing, and it was like night and day. But you'd be very surprised. we're done. Did we get all of our switches? This one here, I'm going to shimmy around a little bit. Hold on.
Oh, thank you, dude.
All right, let's do this. Thok is overrated. Clack is classic. You know what? I'm with you on that. Can't go wrong with the good old clack. So remember I told you guys to watch out for that space bar because this one here has this particular leg isn't really situated right. So what was happening was it was coming up. So we just want to make sure that stays straight, which we did. And we are ready to put this in the case. We are ready to finalize with this build. All right, let's open up the case. Let's open this guy up. Let's move some of these screws out of the way. And let's start working on putting in our gaskets. Oh boy, where are my scissors? Oh, we have cutters there anyways, does not matter. So I believe what we're doing is we're just situating these inside these. There's little cutouts for the cord. So it's kind of like what we saw on the Geon Works, which we're just gonna be situating these inside these cutouts. And if you guys can't really see, there's cutouts here for these. All right, so there we go. That's that. So we did one. And now we do two, which is this side. All right, let's see how this sounds. So this is 3D printed. And yes, it is quite expensive, but that's $245 Canadian. So what that turns out to be, if anyone's wondering what this is, I guess CAD to USD, $195 for this case. 195 bucks, and that's with the PCB. If you don't want a PCB, it comes out to $163, 50 cents US. That's mean. That's mean, dude. Our dollar is not that worthless, dude. All right, let's see. All right, shall we sound test this? Let's make ourselves cozy. Let's grab our aesthetics, you know. Let's grab some aesthetic choices here. Okay. Let's turn off our fan. Whoops. The left shift. This probably needs to be worked in a little bit. Probably put a little bit over lubed in there, but that'll eventually shift itself up. But yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oh, fucking Christ. What am I clicking? What do you guys think? I think this sounds actually really good. Oh, it's crooked? It's just your eyes. It's not crooked. It's pretty straight. It's because the plate is white. Yeah, I mean, this sounds pretty good. Like, that's actually really nice. Ma, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, I think this is pretty good. In terms of RGB, I thought this would be way more glowy, to be honest. Don't know if I can justify that much. Yeah, and again, this is not for everyone. It's an in-stock unit. Comes out to about, what did we say? $195 with the PCB. So, up to you. Honestly, fun little project. I quite like it. I think this sounds pretty great. Using a material that we don't normally get to see, which is pretty cool too. Very unique. Very, very cool. Very bright lights. It's probably getting muted a bit from the black desk pad. But here, let me turn off my lights. Pretty cool. I would definitely say that my camera's not doing the best job at picking this up. Pretty cool though. If you guys are interested in RGB stuff. Not as bright as like a polycarbonate would be. I feel like it's not quite there. But yeah, pretty cool. In terms of typing experience, typing feel, it's definitely not stiff. I don't feel any weird vibrations, anything like that. So yeah, I'm actually pretty pleased with this. This is a very cool build. Actually, I'm going to be using it the rest of the night. Yeah, the pattern is diffusing it a bit. So you guys can definitely see it's doing some work there. You know, that plate is also going to be doing that too. I would definitely like to see more plate materials. That would be very cool. I think even like a transparent plate would be very interesting for this. Maybe help with that RGB a little bit, but honestly, very cool. Again, if you guys can't afford to buy it, as with every keyboard we talk about on the channel, don't buy it. Save your money. This is just an FR, well, just an FR4. It's an FR4 plate, which is, I think, preferable to a lot of people. But yeah, there we go. Very cool. Let me show off the board a bit more. USB-C cutout, obviously pretty large 3D printed case, so it's not going to be 1000%. If that's a turn off for you guys, just noting it. In terms of quality, as far as I know, he does a pretty good job of quality controlling these. I'd say this is definitely the case for this. It's pretty well quality controlled. Very interesting design too. There we go. Which is better, ABS case or polycarbonate? Not too sure which is better. It's really up to preference. Is it a lazy cut? No, I don't think it's a lazy cut. I think that might also work well with more PCBs. So depending on what PCB you buy, it might actually fit there too. But yeah, there's the side profile of the case here. There's the front. And yes, we will be doing that Jelly 75. I think that's what it's called. I did not know that's what it was called. If it wants to focus. No, you don't want to focus for me? There we go. Bottom again. Yep, and there is Sugar Plum. I actually really like this set. It's a very, very pretty set. Wow. Big fan.